Are there like certain pairings you think you need to run him with to make him effective, or is just good anywhere pretty much? I mean, obviously one heroes that like can use mana, but
So like everybody.
Yeah, but like a storm or something obviously benefits more than others, but
yeah, or heroes with like low cooldown spamming spells or something like that.
Coddle Morph is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do that, don't you? Yeah. We saw that the other day.
Coddle LC, the thing that OG did.
Yeah,
that
OG.
was pretty interesting too. Has a lot of synergy.
That's interesting. We've also seen it. We've seen it where it hasn't worked as well. Because I remember you guys picked it, and where you had it was the game where you had the Nyx Assassin on the offlane, the Cottle in the jungle, and then because of that, it does limit where the offlaner can go if kind of shit goes down.
Yeah, there's a downside to it just because you're playing ultra greedy, and the issue in that game was they just got Team Liquid got outgreeded pretty hard. Like even with the Coddle jungling, I think Ad Venom, they were doing almost the exact same thing with their Wisp, and they were just getting their support combo. Like they were doing it so well. I know after the game,
their Wisp was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Their Wisp was like level 6 at 7 minutes.
After that best of 3, Crow said that is like one of the best Wisps I've played against. He said that guy was absurd.
Yeah, he played super well.
Spartan IO. I mean, it is literally. I think it's his best hero.
Yeah,
Spartan.
he said
that is his hero.
He said I don't know the last time I played against a Wisp that felt that strong.
Yeah.
Because that's how he gets a read for players and stuff. He just like that guy was annoying to play against.
So the Timber Saw has been a staple at this event. We've seen some tools to try and deal with him, like the Shadow Demon picks are not bad. Yeah. Marana obviously brings a lot of nuke power to the table, but we haven't seen teams like trying to get too many like silence-based heroes. I know that's something I saw in the qualifiers where Skywrath Mage was used very effectively. There was one game where it was like a Nyx, a Skywrath Mage, and I want to say even a Silencer all against a Timber Saw, and he just got pooped on that game. But
yeah,
it seems like it's pretty rare for teams to counterpick the hero that hard.
He does run pretty rampantly though. If they don't pick that, like we've been seeing, like mid one of the other games, even though they did lose, he was just like in the middle of the fray, 1v5.
He was healing while they were all like throwing everything at him. That was ugly.
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, the Liquid are scared of it that much that even though there's a chance it could be general bat on the offlane, but obviously reading the fact that NaVi they're very comfortable with running Dendi on it on the mid as well, which could be their intention here.
NaVi banning out the Jug and the Lifestealer. The Jug, I feel like that's something that they like to run versus Elder Titan. With the Healing Ward, you're able to just negate a bit of the damage.
Ooh.
Jug's just a really strong hero
He's
overall.
strong overall, yeah.
Do you, if you're NaVi, how much are you kind of pooping yourself about the Matumba Man Husker coming through?
Ooh. Well, they have a couple picks left to potentially deal with it, but neither of these heroes is particularly good against Huskar.
Yeah, probably want to be drafting a little bit of physical damage into your draft with the next
pickup. This could be scary.
Yeah. I mean, Timber Saw, one of the big annoying ones for him with all the pure damage, but
yep.
I don't think Timber's too bad. If you look at the games that, for example, it was Liquid versus OG at ESL Manila where they picked the Huskar against the Timber, because oftentimes you can just run over the Timber Saw, and even if you get the full combo off, if he has any sort of heal behind him, then the Timber Saw dies really.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
You're a prophet.
Nice. Yeah.
Pro D.
They picked the CM and they instantly.
I mean, come on, wasn't game one good enough for Liquid? They want to do something even more stuff. Oh, this.
You play to win the game, Owen.
I mean, if NaVi beat Liquid with their Huskar lineup, that's lost the street cred for NaVi.
That's it's like getting broodmothered. It's a really shitty feeling to get knocked out of a tournament on a Huskar broodmother pick.
But they must have known as soon as that Oracle comes out, you're like, all right.
It's like you see the Dazzle, you see the Oracle, you don't really have counters to it. You gotta worry about it. They still have 2 picks though. We'll have to see what they come up with.
Still scary though, because all 3 of those heroes don't really do much to Huskar. Luckily they have some lockdown for him, so they can kind of like just bother him a bit.
I mean, the only great lockdown they have is the lasso really, and there's Oracle. So
how does that percentage work when if he has max ET aura and the Huskar is like low? How does the interaction work properly? It's like some
compared
like
to
some weird
weird
multiplicative percentage change.
William Lee is on the case.
I am the worst when it comes to these specific
because it probably
questions.
Since it's a, I'm trying to think. Since it's a plus to your magic resistance, does it get reduced in that manner? Because
I think it would be
a great
ability though. It's a passive ability, so it gets.
So you've got an increased percentage, and then because you got an increased percentage, I imagine more percentage is taken off because it's a larger percentage pool that the ratio.
I don't think it's a
So
percentage.
I think it would scale with the.
I don't believe it's a percentage of a percentage. It's just like you get 50 extra magic resistance or whatever, subtract whatever the Elder Titan number is from it.
It's not incredible. But
Yeah,
either way, it's gonna make a slight difference. For
Either
sure.
way, it wasn't enough to put Liquid off picking the Husk.
Yeah. Just curious, you know, like some interactions in Dota are pretty weird.
Boy.
It's just Huskar is just a good hero here.
That's why
overall.
you need like AUI here. I feel like that's something like Curtis. Curtis always knows those really obscure.
It reduces it to
mechanics.
58 point something percent. You know.
Purge would know too.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what do they pick? If they need to deal with the Huskar, this could be either General or Dendy's hero, depending on where they want to put the bat.
I like the axe band from Liquid. Obviously,
Yeah.
the dunking through the Oracle ultimate.
They need someone to challenge. This is maybe the point where Na'Vi wished they had a Meepo player, because that would have been pretty nice here.
Yeah, that would be actually. It
It would be good.
would probably actually be good. Yeah.
Dendy Meepo, let's go. Oh boy.
I don't think
What
we're
we
gonna
got?
see that.
I mean, even the Lycan's band, like all of Navi's, most of Navi's staple heroes aren't really left.
More physical damage for
Legion
sure.
Commander.
More lockdown. Legion
This feels rough for Na'Vi.
somewhat fits the bill. You can't purge off the duel, right? So.
No.
Pretty sure you can't.
Once you're in the duel, you're in.
Once you're dueled, you're
You're in.
You're in.
You're in the
like-
cage.
you're locked.
But they've got an Oracle to say, you know, the duel kicks off. Oracle's like, all right, false promise.
Yeah, you might
you'll
lose
win
the
the duel,
duel, but
yeah.
you're in the duel.
Oh boy.
It is a lot. It's pretty reliable lockdown for Huskar. I do worry about their damage though.
This feels like Liquid could just take these 4 heroes and go, all right, we'll do 4v5. I don't know. This is looking grim for Na'Vi. This is my naive 3K perspective. Blitz, you on the other hand, is the hope for Na'Vi with this draft.
I think so. I think LC was kind of a cool hero, and General Batrider can always accomplish a lot. But I think a large part of this game comes down to how quickly the Alchemist can get online.
Okay.
I remember it was a Huskar game that Liquid played against OG at Epicenter as well, where it was a Miracle Alchemist, and they just made it a focus to shut him down. They go for the Roshan on the Radiant side, then they just immediately end the game. That's always going to be a concern against Huskar lineups, just this kind of snowball. It's similar to how the Drow works. It's a little bit weaker in the lanes.
Oh!
Oh, he finally did it.
Oh!
He finally did it. Listen to
I mean, that-
I was like, I knew this was coming.
You know, because Grant said if Liquid picks 2 heroes, he would cheer for Liquid, and he said the 2 heroes were Support Clock and Support Pudge, and I said, okay.
Okay, it's
The first time that Grant will ever cheer for a European team.
We did both of them for him.
Yeah.
that's
They did it all for Grand Grant, guys.
I'm not even kidding. It was a Grant.
Tactical
that's
move to get an Idota behind Liquid.
Yeah.
interesting punch pick.
Karaoke Pudge.
So,
Wow.
overall thoughts on the draft here? Is this just a Huskar steamroll kind of game?
I think Na'Vi can win this game, but overall
Can
it's-
or
it's-
will?
Can.
So you're thinking 2-0.
More than likely, but like Will said, like Na'Vi have a timing that they have to accelerate their timing faster than usual because they're versing this Huskar. So the Alchemist needs to maybe change up his build a little bit, just maybe not be as greedy, but they have to do something in order just to beef him up, maybe get him some stacks early on, just so he can contest that early armlet timing of the Huskar.
Alright, so we talked a lot about Huskar. I want to talk about support Pudge. Why support Pudge, and what is like the goal with this pick?
Just a cool hero. Like the rot slows by a lot. The hook has a lot of potential to just end the game. If you're high ground defending against a Pudge and you get hooked out, like any hero gets out of position, then you almost immediately just win the high ground. Especially around that sweet spot where he gets an Aether Lens. And if you can get it around that 20-minute mark, you go high ground with the first Aegis. It's just scary to play against, especially when you're behind. And even if you're ahead, then that Pudge always has that potential. You have to remember this was the Curl played with Dendy a lot, and he saw the potential of what Pudge can do to a team's morale.
Oh boy. The thing I like about the Pudge as well here, I don't know if this is intended or not, but you look at now, they've got this Elder Titan, and obviously incredibly disruptive hero in the team fights for counter initiations. You've got the Hawk Vision. Suddenly it's not that easy for the Elder Titan to get the stomp off and shut down the fight if Kuro can land the hook.
Yeah, especially since heroes like Mirana and ET, or Mirana and Pudge, you sort of mess with the ET just because he wants to be standing still, setting up. Plus,
Oh,
Rod
man.
is just super annoying to play against.
The quadruple invasion just to ensure they get that bounty rune.
So what?
But Alk
Sineko,
got his,
Alk got his,
which is
yeah.
the more important thing.
Sineko will probably want to start bottom since they decided to double block the pull. Just try to get the Bat Rider a bit of a decent start. Or do you think he'll probably, I guess, just go top? To CM wants to stack in jungle.
So what? So why are they laning this?
Or
way,
just
Liquid?
the usual Navi thing.
Why are they putting the Huskar to the mid and the Mirana in the safe lane? What are they dodging?
They have a lot of setups for the Mirana at this bottom lane. I think they were really pleased with how the last game went.
Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. Ouch. Poor general.
Look at that Rod.
How do
Kuroki.
you dodge that combo? Like you can barely even enter the lane here.
You call
honestly.
GG.
That's kind of why I originally thought that Sineko was going to start in that bottom lane, because I thought they wanted to at least be able to have some option of him able to get experience down there, because otherwise he struggles really heavily. But they're just doing the standard Navi thing where they just leave General to kind of do his own thing for now, and they help out Dendi in the mid lane.
Is Liquid gonna win Miracle?
Pretty intense game.
Intense game.
Where's my man?
I mean, if anyone knows how to deal with this lane, it's surely got to be Mr. 9K. How do you deal with this Oracle Mirana Pudge? What do you do? You can't. You
There we
can't.
go.
Brilliant insight. So, early on, they're getting pretty good farm here on the Alk, it looks like. And then he did get the bounty rune as well. I mean, Dendi always gets his help mid, but if you want to see the Alk snowball, I guess this is the way to do it.
Yep.
I like to see somebody from Liquid start rotating to the top lane, just to soak XP. Because Navi's playing really greedy right now. Their Crystal Maiden's just jungling. It's a dead lane up at top. The funny thing though is that even with all these setups, it's still more efficient for Beastmaster to farm the jungle than it is for him to pure lane. Like even if you have a free open lane like this. So I think at that point you can just send a support up there to soak XP at the very least.
You can see Kuroki here just not giving any quarter to the enemy Bat Rider. So General's gonna have to back off the lane entirely. Looks like he's trying to debate where to go. We may head back towards bottom, but the lane is pulled back a decent amount.
And as you say it, Kuro had that TP, even though he was trying to look for the Bat Rider. No,
Yeah, we're
that's not.
gonna have to shut down your comms to your team, Blitz. This is
Kuro's so greedy. Like he just sees a free lane, he's always gonna go to it.
Old habits die hard. And they're doing this while they have the Iron Talon Beastmaster, so very efficient laning stage here for Liquid as far as experience goes, though. It is giving a lot of farm to the Legion Commander and the Alk early on.
But Timberman's still struggling a little bit in the mid lane. You know, the CS is very heavily favouring Dendi. Obviously did have the help, but this is a great start for the Alchemist, and you know, a bit of a hindrance from the Timberman. He's got to be careful. He's taking a bit of a punch. He'll put the Fairy Fire. TP backup is inbound, and Sineko, I need to be careful, but at the same time, a little bit too low to go in aggressively. So Liquid there with the backup, but Timberman, yes, he's having a slow start here. So now they're going to be very happy with this mid lane.
Yeah, this dual lane's really working out and paying off for them.
He going in on Dendi though.
That's a lot of flaming spear stacks.
Ugh.
Not enough though.
This is where you start wanting to kill yourself. Laning against Huskar as a melee hero. Doesn't have anywhere near the level 6 and won't for some time, so it's the downside to the dual lane is you get a bit behind in the experience. But until he gets Chemical Rage, he's going to be very sad. Even then, you still can't really fight him.
Yeah, you just have to acid spray, go to the jungle.
Are they stacking for him, or I guess the Bat's probably going to take the stacks
I
as
think
well.
CM's just.
I was gonna say Artstar's been busy just killing the camps. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting the money for himself, Artstar. Level 3 on the CM, of course. Very nice at 4 minutes in.
No bounty run either. It was a really good start for Dendi, but lane's getting tougher.
I think this top lane though, they want to try to make a move on Kuro because it is ultimately just a 4-position Pudge sitting up there soaking XP, but it's hard because pre-level 6 Legion Commander can't really pressure very hard, even if you have the Crystal Maiden slowing you down. So I think most of this comes down to just Navi have to continue to hope that their mid lane is going fine, which it is. Like the Huskar isn't getting too much.
Yeah, a lot of eyes on Takuro here. They're ready to come around past the tower here. Sineko trying to set up. He's going to hit the stomp, and that'll allow Navi to close it. And the duel as well. This is the dream of a Legion, winning a duel before the 5-minute mark. Navi with a very successful rotation up top and catching Kuro off guard. As you said, he was getting a lot of space, but yeah, Navi weren't going to let that sit.
Like you said, Will, Kuro extremely greedy, even though he has a ward that scouted them out. He stayed for a couple extra creeps.
Man, you gotta do it.
Gotta get that XP. Oh, Dendi though does end up going down mid. Fada with the rotation. So now they're giving that bottom lane to the Oracle, and Soneko's gonna get caught as well.
He's got 2 1 charges yet, nowhere near enough mana
Does
for the
have the
start.
phase boots though. He's got the
Just
move
phase boot,
speed. But that would be pretty greedy running up that hill. So Fada's gonna give up the chase. Still, I do like the way Liquid are moving around a bit here. The big thing for them has to be getting that Matubba Man armlet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting a 5-minute duel win though is.
When was
pretty
the last time you saw
luxurious.
Legion do that? You know what I
Right.
mean? We're used to seeing Legions, struggle to win a duel before the 30-minute mark. But yeah.
Usually it's like a dual lane or something, especially like the times that we've seen it. He doesn't get his level 6 that early, but
Yeah.
safe lane LC,
Yeah, you don't see too
Yeah.
many like full free farm safe lane Legion commanders.
completely alone too.
You just want to put the fear into whenever you put a support up there or anybody greedy. You just want to put the fear in them to make sure that they don't just kind of go up there impudently, and then you can just allow your supports to continue to farm up and do whatever they want. But he's just gonna go back up top. It's like
about-
free lane, core pudge.
What's the Legion build this game? Are you going armlet? We've seen blade mail at times, blink, shadow blade. Are we gonna see like a straight silver edge? Do you guys think versus the Huskar?
That sounds okay. I don't even know if you can necessarily afford to just go straight up for the blink. That feels all in a game where they need this LC to deal
Oh,
damage.
Dendi! Oh, he's down. They've
Yeah, I feel
managed to
like-
catch him out. Seneka, he's going to go for the soft TP out there. Not got anything to hold him back. But still Liquid finding themselves the kill on the Alchemist.
Yeah, I feel like the Silver Edge Blade Mail build would be pretty ideal versus the Huskar. Even though you're versus an Oracle, you're not really the one who has to worry too much. You have Elder Titan to kind of be able to scout him out and hopefully get the stomp on him before they get the False Promise.
Well, Beastmaster still good at jungling, as we can see here.
It's been
What a
confirmed,
hero.
LD.
Yes.
He's really farmed.
I mean, we don't need Miracle on the couch. We have me here for the
He has
Boom.
the full blast.
Full Vlad, 7 minutes.
big insights.
I mean, come on, are we going to have to deal with this at TI? I mean, Beastmaster.
Oh, he caught one.
They've got the roar
It's
and the
a
Vlads.
juicy dit ya rah. Not getting out of there.
It's the duel of the infinite scaling heroes. You've got Pudge with
It's true.
plus strength versus the Legion
Who's
Commander.
going to have the
Where's
better
Silencer?
stacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my favorite types of battles. Oh, they're gonna swing around. Do they even have enough damage for this?
Croaky, he's going to look for the hook,
Is it
surely.
just the two of them?
It
Oh!
Oh, Bat Rider's coming in now though.
This
Do
feels
they have
very
any
risky.
reveal for him?
Nice Moonlight Shadow though, they're still chasing here. Art Style in a bit of trouble. He's gonna get nuked down. Mind Control survives through this. The Oracle able to keep him alive. They turn on to Sadeko. They might bring him down too. That's 2. Make it 3 down for Navi, including the Legion from earlier. They could get General as well. He manages to find 1 counter kill on the Hookah, but he too will drop. That Oracle doing insane damage.
that was odd by Navi because they went in before their Bat Rider goes. They're not really fully formed up. Then Liquid comes in. They get the 2-man purge off. Just felt like it was a little bit hasty.
Yeah, that was pretty ambitious there by them, just having the 2 supports.
Art Style
This is a brave CM.
Yeah.
Coming in ticking.
Here, Huskar. Like, ooh. Hey, baby.
Alright, armlet's done. And look, Liquid are going to look for action in the mid lane. Kuroki and Mind Control smokes up. They've got Aurora available.
Kuro's putting in work already on this Pudge.
They want to kill Dendi. They know he's in the jungle. They know that he's backed up. He's looking to clean some stacks out. If they can just land a hook or whatever it would be, Dendi is going to be dead. Mind Control coming across. Can he get close enough?
Got it.
Or is Kuro going to have to land the hook? Let's have a look now. They're not going to go for it, Dendi. Able to back up.
Those Centaurs are Navi fans. He's completely blocking the angle there. Mind Control gets
Might
caught
get
up by
both.
the lasso. Might be able to turn this one with Kuro also being chased. They get the duel off. Working on Kuroki as well. 1 down. Beastmaster to fall. And Kuro, will he get the rot deny? No siree. Navi,
Alright.
they defend their house.
Yeah, really nice play for Na'Vi there. They read Liquid a bit like a book. They knew that was going to happen. They were going to be coming into the jungle looking for Dendi, and the reaction was there in time.
Yeah, a bit unlucky. Kuro like kind of stopped there, and then I think didn't realize the smoke had broken just for a split second. Then by the time he did, Dendi had already seen him and able to run away. So it's kind of
Yeah.
an awkward time for the smoke to break.
They had to like get that instantly, otherwise it was really hard for them to do it. Navi bring all their heroes.
I know Moon's a really big fan of the Boots of Travel build, and we've seen more and more players going for it. Is there any time where you don't want to go that build, or is that just like the go-to?
I think if you contest in lane, it's okay to go more stat heavy.
Jarex is pinging it as well. He got false. He got
can't quite get there.
he got slowed by the Oracle or netted, grabbed by the Oracle as he did it.
Awkward.
somewhat concerning for me is the Elder Titan is still only level 4. I think he needs levels in this game to really have impact. Just because you want to max the other two abilities, but at the same time, your R is going to be really effective this game. And it's just a question of levels right now for them and whether they can keep up with pace. So you notice that they're just setting the ET constantly to send out the spirit, soak up whatever he can, but it's just straight up hard for Navi to fight right now. Like, the best thing for them to do is split up the map and play as greedy as possible.
Oh, they're going for something here in the mid lane as well. Oracle to snare Dara. Off the bat, the arrow comes in. It's a connection.
He does have a duel available, and backup is coming if they could try and turn, but no, indeed, the burst is there. No chance for the Legion. Dendy's just got to kind of hide himself and hope that he can walk away from this one.
Pretty absurd amount of magical bursts coming through the Marana and Oracle.
Oh, they're Roshan.
Let's do it.
Why
Liquid
not?
are in.
That's why you go for the early Vlads. You just commit for this. And the point is, you don't really need that Necrobook to go for the split style, because you're just going to bum rush and go for everything head on anyways.
I mean, that's where the Elder Titan levels really hurt you, is now Liquid, if they get this Roche, which they look to be on track to, although the spear comes in, trying to find the stop, not going to happen. They're going to push hard with the Huskar, so can Navi contest? That's the question.
They should.
Would be big if they could do it already. You know, Matu, fairly low. He's going to start to heal up. And NaVi hanging around on the sidelines. Oh, they're stacking the heals up on Matu, so...
They're waiting for the Firefly to run out, so there's no chance at the Aegis steal.
General not in great position to be able to contest this one. Yaraj just going to walk in, but they do get off the stomp. It's a pretty good one. Catches Matu as well as Jerax, and Kuro just keeps on hooking. Won't find anyone, but they get the Aegis. That goes by the Huskar. Last hit to Liquid as well, and now the chase.
Yeah, he's going to be left for dead here as Liquid close in onto the Crystal Maiden. They'll take down another. Dendy's moving in on this one. The Aegis has been popped. Idra is able to take it down with the duel. Gets hooked across by Kuroki. They'll take down the Legion Commander. In return, they do manage to get the Oracle kill by Liquid. They're ready to move forward for more. Jumping in onto the Alchemist. Dendy's going to fall. General will go for the lasso, but he's all alone as the 4 members of Liquid close in. Looking for the back. Can he kill Mind Control? No, he can't. The Moonlight Shadow cover will save him.
Oh man, that Marana and the Beastmaster on like 5% HP, both surviving, and they get the Roshan as well. Navi
On Matu's
are in
coming.
total disarray.
Do they get the hook?
Could he hit it?
Oh,
nah.
just out of range.
It wasn't quite long enough anyway.
Still though, a huge couple minutes for Liquid there.
How do you stop that? I mean, they have Acid Spray, they have Firefly, they do have Elder Titan. It's pretty good spam, but
Just not enough levels on the supports. They don't have the
spam
ultimates.
is not going to deal with the Huskar. That's the problem.
If they have the ET ulti there, and they can Batrider lasso somebody into it, then, or even the duel, then they've got a lot of options for damage, but they're just so underleveled right now. They committed the Firefly into the pit. After that was done, it was really hard for Navi to get any vision around there. So at that point, you're just blind guessing. Matama Man has the Oracle at all times near him, so it's hard to engage off onto him.
Yeah, Fata already has Aghanim's. 13
minutes. That's
I mean, at this point in the
gonna be
game,
one of the fastest we've seen here.
Alk is down a lot of net worth, considering that he got a lot of help in the mid lane, but that's the thing about the Huskar matchup. He gets like the level 5-6 mark, and you just can't really lane against
And
him.
now your Batrider's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Indeed he is.
Mind Control and Fada found him wandering into the jungle. And they're, but you know, he's you can't walk up into the high ground like that. Liquid are there to punish it.
He didn't even get to show off his Aghanims either. He died before he even got it.
Oh, he'll be flaunting it soon.
Yeah.
At least if these wards have anything to say about it, Jerks, with the D ward here. So it seems like now Liquid just going to transition into pushing hard with the Huskar up in front, Beastmaster just constantly applying that extra tower pressure. And you mentioned dodging fights, Will, but Navi, I don't know if they're going to have the time for it.
Yeah, I think this game's gonna start getting pretty rough.
Now look at Jerax just wrapping around behind tier 2s. The arrow's gonna miss. Now Jerax poking him with him. Kuroki fishing for a
you know
hook.
he
The
wants
pulse
the duel.
promise and the duel is not gonna get the bonus damage. In fact, Dixara's gonna die. They'll get the control. Kuroki chomping down on the man with the dismember. Now General moves in with the lasso, but Matu moves in onto him. Jumps forward, takes down the bat. They've lost Jerax, but they've found 2 kills again. And Kuroki, he's setting up for a hook. He's not gonna land it though. Artstar will dodge it to the side. But again, Liquid finding the favorable trades, taking the towers, and only losing a support.
Ouch.
And Pipe is done on Beastmaster.
They're going high ground.
15 minutes!
My god.
Can we hear you?
I could hear him.
Oh, we got Miracle on!
We can hear you a little bit.
Hey!
Oh, it's super quiet though, but
It is. Can we turn Miracle up?
That's on. This is on. This isn't on me.
This is definitely on you.
Yeah. What's up? What do you think about the game?
Yeah.
How would you salvage this game right now? So you can start winning the next game to get your MMR back. Okay. Smart man.
So Navi, what's like the ideal fight? Is there any left for them? Like, who do you even duel at this point?
I don't like the Radiant's build because it's like against Husker.
You think Solar Crest Blink or something? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dear. Well, Arrow's gonna miss, but Artstyle not sure he
That's
gets
a
out of
bold
here.
TP.
TP, not gonna happen.
I think there was too much pressure on this LC as well to create space for the other heroes.
Yeah, I mean, he won his first duel. You know, he was the highest CS hero in the game. Got the early tower, but
They also weren't able to just like get the stacks up to accelerate the Alchemist. They had the Crystal Maiden farming in the jungle. Batrider was pretty much zoned out of the offlane entirely, so he didn't even have a great timing in the jungle because they had the Crystal Maiden there. So they just had too many resources being kind of shared across the board.
But you do feel like otherwise they had the solutions for the Husk. If they had a better laning stage. Miracle, it's just more about the way they executed the lineup.
Now Fada's just solo killing. You know, Denny tries to go for a bit of a push down bot, and Fada lands the arrow, and he's gone.
That's not bad when you're. That's not good when you're out getting solo killed in that situation. And again, Kuroki finding the openings here on the Zigya Ra. Earth Splitter does come through. Decent hold by Navi. And they don't have their Mirana. So Liquid will back away. Still, it's a Beastmaster for an Alk, and I think Liquid happy to take that trade.
That's so incredible. Huskar is just like 1 HP. Without Alk Gauss, it's great. I don't know if you can hold this. That's true.
Yeah.
Do you think they just reset, go for the next Roshan? Yeah, or do you think you can go faster than that?
I think you
Well, Huskar coming back into the meta. We've seen teams trying to bring Meepo back. Is the return of the Frankfurt Major upon us?
I don't think so.
The original OG recipe for
I
success?
wish we have a Meeple player, but
Yeah.
not sure how to feel about that here.
They did buff him recently.
Yeah, but it's not that huge.
Time to start practicing it then, maybe.
Yeah. You gotta dethrone.
Time to start
Big
playing
Daddy.
it, right?
What?
Time to start playing it, fiending it.
No, I can't play Meeple.
Surely you can play anything.
I mean, Johan is way better.
He does have a pretty beastly
Yeah.
Meepo.
Do you think it's just a practice thing, or you're just not comfortable on?
I think it's
That
just
type
a
of hero?
practice thing. I think you just practice it and play it a lot, and you get used to it.
I guess there's no point in having 2 Meepo players on one team.
I guess, yeah.
This ain't Overwatch, guys. So Liquid moving in, Navi. So far they've held the high ground, but this push is gonna be the scary one. Radiance does come out, but how much does that really matter?
Oh my god, man! What are you doing?
man,
Oh god, my goodness!
What, please?
I think he missed it.
Overly happy cat there.
I think he was just
Alright.
trying to leap, like blink in and then leap out instantly after the starfall, but whoops.
It's all calculated, you know. They
Yeah.
have Oracle. Shit goes down. He ults in.
I mean, Navi see that. That's like throwing like a piece of meat into a tank of piranhas. They're just like, oh, let's get him.
You started laughing so hard when you did that. That's a respect level play.
I can only imagine your team's
Oh.
reaction right there, Will.
Oh! Dude, that was... Everyone's probably laughing. That was so ridiculous.
Kuro,
Dandy face?
the god. Man.
Guys, come on, that was like his first hook.
Yeah, I think that's the only hook he's hit.
Well, that's not true. He's
No, he had a hook on an arrow target earlier. Come on, give him credit.
Alright.
Credit where credit's due, Owen.
He's not needed to hit her, to be fair. It's all been too good.
This has been brutal.
Yeah, they didn't even need the Aegis.
No.
Seems like the
Oh.
the pecking order is largely, you know, untouched here as far as the European team goes. European teams at the event go.
Saving their strats for TI, David.
Yeah. Maybe for TI 66.
MC's itemization these past few games has been really cool.
Yeah, he doesn't go for the standard that you assume.
Yeah, like that. Even, I mean, the other game was a little bit different because they had the Drow strap, but he went for the
That
Pipe
was,
Void.
pretty good in his ET.
Yeah.
Oh, Kuroki! He stepped up!
Alright, they're just getting dove around now.
We'll get some cleanup kills here, but it is not looking good for NaVi,
Oh, this
guys.
is the liquid throw.
They gotta get more than
Oh, they're throwing! No, they're not.
You're throwing this cast, Owen. Come on, keep it together.
Just trying to add a bit of height,
Okay.
you know.
They're just
Oh.
gonna
Yeah.
call it. Yeah, wow.
And they weren't having any of it.
No.
Liquid, the anti-hype,
The anti-height.
crushing
The
the hopes and
Huskar
dreams.
pickers.
2 20-minute games. They just. Wow.
I guess they have Navi's number.
Picking Huskar against NaVi, that's just me.
And speaking of teams that have each other's numbers, Miracle, as of late, you've had Liquid's number. So, are you feeling confident?
No.
Oh!
I hate playing against Jerax.
Why do you hate Jerax so much? Or playing against him?
Roam's mid though, and he's being a. I don't say it.
Yeah, you can say it, Carl, you can say it.